Hey everybody, it's me Lone, back with a Fallout 76 video, and today we're doing something super interesting. So I'm not sure how many of you saw Femos' video where he took out Earle Williams as part of Colossal Problem in 18 seconds solo. It was an absolutely ridiculous run. If you haven't seen it, I will link it in the description below because he explains everything about it. But the main thing is that he uses an Enclave plasma rifle with the flamer attachment. This is a gun that's super hard to get, specifically with the flamer attachment. And also as well, you need to roll one. You can use bloodied, but mainly using anti-armor is the best against Earle Williams. And specifically with the second attribute, you need plus 50% critical damage. If you have all those things, you can realistically take out Earle Williams within, I would say, about 20 seconds. If you're really good at the run and you're trying to refine it as much as you can inch closer towards 18 seconds. And that's what I've been trying to do all weekend. And I want to show you my best run. My best run is 19 seconds thereabout. I have the specific time in the video itself. But just, I came so close. I came so close and I kept refining it. And I think I can get it to 18 seconds, but I want to show you this run of mine. We're going to jump to it. I'll explain everything as well because I think it's pretty good. So if you like this video, please like it. I would really appreciate it. Subscribe if you're new. But with all that out of the way, let's get to the video. Okay, we're here at the start of the run and quite quickly I pushed through my build, the weapon that I have, the buffs, all that kind of stuff. So if you need to pause at any time throughout this video, do so you can copy it if you want to. But as you can see, I'm using a simple min-max sneak rifleman build. Technically, the Enclave plasma rifle is a rifleman weapon, so that's why we have that. Most of these perk cards are necessary, with the exception of like Mr. Sandman. Doesn't really apply. I just have it because I had the points to spare. And also Serendipity. Technically, you don't need it because if you get hit, you're not really getting this in a nice time. The legendary perk cards that I have, the main one is Follow Through maxed out. The other ones are just kind of nice to have. As you can see, Energy Weapons Bobblehead, Guns and Bullets 9, and Blight Soup, all giving me buffs in various ways. Again, pause the video if you need to. Life-saving armor, unyielding armor, and all the buffs that I'm going to use. I'll show you that, of course, in a second. And the order that I use those buffs specifically for Overdrive and Psychotats matters. So let me explain the process right now. So as you saw, we have a life-saving armor. And essentially what you want to do is down yourself now, and hopefully, because it doesn't always happen, hopefully that life-saving armor revives you, and then you swap to your unyielding armor to have as much protection and also buffs as possible with unyielding. And you have Revenant also activate, because you've been revived. So Revenant gives you a plus 50% damage boost, I believe, and that lasts for a couple of minutes. So it's going to last us for this run, which is why you down yourself just before you actually start. And then the next main thing is that you use a syringer with the Bloatfly mod, and essentially what you do when you use that against an enemy and then kill that enemy, it has this chance to spawn a bloatfly, and then you can kill the original enemy and the bloatfly to give you 2 stacks towards adrenaline, and then essentially you can do 6 stacks prior to dropping down for Earle Williams, and you get plus 60% damage boost, which you can use against him. So that's essentially what I'm doing now. I get a shot on, and then eventually I'll kill that one and then kill 2 enemies. The blowflies don't always spawn, which is kind of frustrating at times because it can break a run completely, and it's due to no fault of your own, but it's only a chance to spawn a blowfly. And my main issue here is that because the way adrenaline works, the duration refreshes with kills. You want to get the last kill on the last blowfly just before you drop down. Otherwise, you're not maximizing the amount of adrenaline time that you have against Earle Williams because it actually runs out within 30 seconds. So I use all of my buffs now. I get back down to Bloodied, High Voltage Hef, Blight Soup, Liquid Courage, Overdrive, Psychotats. Then I kill the blowfly and drop down. I could have done that faster. Mind you, I reckon I could have done that much faster. But reload as you're dropping down so you have full ammo. And then the main thing here is that you get into sneak and you're using canned coffee to get as much AP as possible so you can just spam crits. So I'm going to be quiet now and watch the run. So as you can see, we got that at just over 19 seconds, and it doesn't come close, of course, to Femos' run, but Let me explain why I don't think we reached that point, and then we'll conclude the video. So there it is. My run was 19 seconds and 37 milliseconds roughly by my count. And Femos's, of course, is still faster at just over 18 seconds. So he's currently the king. I will happily take second place on this one. I might try to refine it. Let me know if you have any tips on how I can further refine this run. But I think there are two main things as to why I didn't get to 18 seconds. Number one, I think I could have killed that blowfly in a better position. So essentially what you want to do is kill the blowfly literally on the edge of that, hole, and then drop down straight away. So then you reload as you're dropping down, saving as much time as possible. And that allows your adrenaline to last a little bit longer by the time you get to Earle Williams. So that's the number one thing. But also number two, I think it's just luck sometimes. Like sometimes, the way VATS works, not all of your shots are technically landing, especially as Earle Williams, as he's moving and maneuvering around. Sometimes you just miss. Sometimes you get into a weird position just with how he's moving, and you might miss some shots. Also as well, I try to stay at a little bit of a distance from Earle, otherwise he's just going to hit you and break a run. And that's the most frustrating thing, because then you used all those items, especially canned coffee, and you got to grind them again. So I try to keep a little bit of a distance and, shoot him as much as I can. But as you can see, I think it just comes down to luck and how my shots landed and how the damage decreased, because when you compare my video to Femos's, the damage counters are the exact same. Essentially, by the end, we are shooting 38 on the head, effectively, when we're activating our crits and all of that. And in the weapon itself, the damage was also the same between me and him. So he just had a better run as well. I think he went through his a little bit faster. Mouse and keyboard definitely has the advantage there. I just can't use that at all. But I think that's about it. I think another one as well is that maybe you can risk more when you're running towards Earle Williams and going into sneak, just to make sure that he doesn't see you. I could risk that a little bit further, run a little bit quick, a little bit more and get closer to him, then go into sneak, and then again I have more adrenaline against Earle by the time I get there. But you don't want to necessarily do that too much, because then you don't sneak at all, and then again you break your run. So there's a lot of things that I've tried to refine, and I'd be really keen on your thoughts to see if I maybe can get it down to 18 seconds. This week I'm probably going to try a couple more runs, but I wanted to upload this just to show you it. It's a little bit of fun. I had a blast doing it, to be honest, and I want to thank everybody that helped me getting all the materials, because you need the energy weapons bobblehead, you need so much canned coffee, like literally for me, I would say 13 to 14 canned coffee per run. So, to the people that are in my Discord, I want to shout out, boys, thank you so much for helping me get that canned coffee. It was really helpful because I did so many runs this weekend, but that was my best time. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and until next time, this has been the Lone Vault Wanderer. Please take care of yourself, and would you kindly keep fighting a good fight.